Well, federal law enforcement officers gathered before the sun came up and spent the morning targeting immigrants who they say are in the country illegally and have prior criminal convictions. It's a story you'll only see on News 4. Kim Burrows was the only reporter who went along and joins us now with the very latest on this. Kim, this was a widespread operation here locally.
Shelby, it was. Officers from the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, along with the FBI and other federal agencies, fanned out across northern Nevada in Reno, Sparks, Sun Valley, Dayton, and Carson City. They went looking for and arrested people who ICE says are in the country illegally and have those prior convictions. Federal law enforcement gathered at 5 a.m. ready to execute a plan to find immigrants they say shouldn't be in the country.
The plan right now is just to get an eye. We have a good spot for an eye. As soon as he leaves, he's supposed to leave around 6:20.
ICE officers zeroed in on a house in Carson City.
Try to get set up here at a location where we have a long eye so we can see what's going on. However, we'll be far enough away that we're not going to be seen.
Officers waited for about an hour when the suspect came out, but with a not ideal situation. Two older kids were in the car. Once he headed up Highway 50, officers made a traffic stop.
We just asked him to step out to the back of his vehicle so we didn't tell him in front of the children that upset them. They are 17 and 18, so they're older. They know what's going on. However, then when we got to the back, we told him he had a warrant, an immigration warrant, and he was under arrest.
They arrested 56-year-old Rodolfo Hernandez Yanez from Mexico. ICE says he was in the country illegally. And then in 2014, he was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. In 2019, a judge deported him. He was denied appeal 4 years later. And in 2024, the Ninth Circuit dismissed the petition for review. But he was still here. This arrest was one of about 16 before noon on Tuesday. Federal officers say since January, they've stepped up their deportation enforcements.
This has been ongoing for quite some time. Since the new administration, we have definitely picked up our tempo with at-large operations, targeted operations.
ICE says they arrest a lot of people on traffic stops for people they're looking for, and it's rare that they knock on a door, but they did that with us. ICE and federal officers knocked on this home looking for a man they say was also in the country illegally and had 2 other criminal convictions. He was not home. At the ICE office in Reno, we got an exclusive look at the booking process. By noon, more than a dozen men were waiting for either a court hearing to discuss their deportation or in Rodolfo Hernandez Yanez's case, where the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled in 2024 that he could not stay in the U.S. He will be sent back to the Washoe County Detention Center for a couple of days before being sent back to Mexico. ICE says that they had 16 arrests before noon today and 17 arrests yesterday in northern Nevada. They told me those are higher numbers than normal, but they are stepping up their enforcements in our area and, as you've seen, across the country too. Shelby.
All right, Kim, why did ICE let you go along with this operation?
They said that they wanted the public to see what these arrests look like, and they just wanted to be transparent through the whole thing and let us see it all.